What's up, nail friends? In today's video, I'm going to do this really pretty gel manicure that was inspired by this design that I found on Pinterest. So this is going to be a layered look, so I did a few different things to achieve this. So if you guys like that, just keep watching. So to start this gel manicure, I've already filed down and prepped her last set, and then I'm just coming in with the Commit Primer from Luminary. So I'm just applying this on her natural nail where the regrowth area is. The color I'm going to use is the color Faith. So this is a really pretty kind of creamy nude. It's not too pink and it's not too peachy. It's just right in the middle. So what I'm doing first is applying a super thin layer on all her nails and going to give this a full cure. So this is just the base layer. So I gave that base layer a full cure, and now I'm coming in and I'm just pushing the skin back on her pinky. I do one finger at a time when I build the color up. So push the skin back, and then I'm just applying a super thin layer again. So this will be my slip layer. This will help my builder layer go where it needs to go. So this slip layer is not to be cured, so I've just put that down, and then I'm going into my little jar. So if you guys use Luminary, there's a separate jar you're going to have, and that will be the same color that's in the bottle, but you use that little jar to pick up a bigger dollop of the same color in order to build it up. So I'm just using the brush that the bottle comes in. After I've applied a bigger bead there and moved it around to where I want it, I was coming in with an art brush here, and I'm just using the art brush and the wet product to move it around to make sure it's nice and even, especially around the side walls and near the cuticle area. And then when I'm happy with the way it looks, I give that a full cure. While her pinky on her left hand is curing, now I go onto her right hand and I repeat the same process. So I'm going back and forth between her fingers on both hands and curing in between each finger. So here I'm just applying my slip layer, and then I'm coming in and building the color up. Since I left most of the color on before, I've kind of just continued to use Faith on my model Jenny. Then I don't have to apply it as much. You only really need to fill in the regrowth at this point. So I gave that nail a cure, and now I'm coming back to the left hand and applying on her ring finger. So I'm just going to go back and forth on all her nails until the color is fully built up, and then we can do the art. So after doing all her nails and fully curing them, here's how they look. So on my model Jenny, she's got some really long nails here, so I am going to finish file these. So first I'm just cleansing with alcohol to remove any sticky layer. And then I'm just coming in with a 100 and 180 grit hand file, and I'm going over the sidewalls first, the tip, and then using this over the whole nail just to smooth and even it out. Just make sure there's no dips or anything, just for smoother application of my gel on top. After finish filing all the nails, I did cleanse them, and now I'm going to do some gel art. So I'm using all Glitterbels, so I'm using Malibu, Baby Clouds, Crazy in Pink, White Gloss, and Lavender Shake. And I'm just putting these on a tile palette. So then doing one finger at a time, I'm starting with the pinky on the left hand, and I'm coming in with melting gel. So here I'm using the Ugly Duckling Schmelt It. It's just a clear gel that you can kind of pull gel through it and it'll melt. So I just took a gel brush and I picked up some of the colors on my brush, just dipping them into each color. And then I'm just kind of going from the one corner down to the other corner and jiggling the color off the brush into that wet Schmelt It gel, and it will kind of melt into the nail and give the kind of look that I was going for with that Pinterest design. You can kind of play with it until you're happy with the way it looks. And then you're going to want to let it melt a little bit, so don't put it right in the light right away, because you want that kind of like melted marble look. So after that, I gave that nail a cure, and then I move on to the next nail, applying the melting gel. So you're not going to cure the melting gel. And then I'm coming in again, changing it up. I kind of dip into the white and the Malibu here. Then I go back and I dip into the Lavender Shake and Baby Cloud. So I kind of just switch it up each time I'm coming in. So here you can see I used the Crazy in pink. And I'm just kind of playing around with the design. So you can't really screw this up. It's kind of just like a fun, easy, melted marble look. So again, I'm giving that a cure and coming in now to do the next nail. So I don't do all one hand at a time just because it'll melt way too much and not really give the look you're looking for. I'm just kind of trying to copy that marble design as close as I can because I really like the way that it looked. So you're going to want to cure it after each time you do each nail. So I kind of just go back and forth between the hands like I did when I applied the product. So after getting my marble look all down on all the nails, now I'm coming in with Luminary's Empower Matte, and I'm applying this on all the nails. This is just another step in this layered design, so I'm not finished yet. So now after all the nails have been applied matte and fully cured, this is how they look. And now I'm just coming in with my hand file and just fixing up, filing the sides and the free edge. And that way there's no bulkiness from that gel polish that I applied on top, because I did apply it a little bit thicker in order to get that marbled melted look, and I don't want the side walls or the tip to look thick too. So then before applying the next step, I'm going over the whole nail with a buffing block. This won't remove any of the color, but it'll just smooth the nail nice and flat and smooth because, like I said, that gel I applied is a little bit thicker. And after buffing the nails, you're just going to want to wipe off all the dust and cleanse the nail to remove all the extra dust. So what I'm going to be using now is the Apres number 13 Art Ink in white. So this is new. And I learned this technique from my friend Talia from Talia's Nail Tales. I'll link her in my description box. She did a really easy rose quartz design, and I'm using her technique here. So what you're going to do is dip the brush into the bottle, and then you're going to want to wipe off most of the ink off the brush, but you want to have a teeny tiny amount. And then you're just going to do one swipe across the nail. And then it's going to leave the tiniest amount of white, which is all you're really going to want to do in this design to get the look that I'm going for here. And then you can overlap the design, and it kind of leaves on the corners of where the brush is, it's going to leave that thicker line, but the center is going to be more sheer, which gives it that really cool kind of smoky look. And if you do what I just did here on this finger, you're just going to take the blending fluid and blend it out. So I'm just using a gel brush and the blending fluid. And then here's how they look before top coat. So I thought I was going to want to do a matte top coat. So here I'm applying Empower Matte over the pinky and then over the ring finger. And then while I was looking at it with the Empower Matte and it looks shiny before you put it in the light, I realized, nah, you know what? I want it shiny. So I did have her cure these two fingers. And then I'm actually going back in and making all the nails shiny because I actually preferred that. So she just cured that. I didn't want to bother wiping it off and maybe potentially ruining my design. So I just had her cure that, and then I'm going over top of it with a shiny top coat. So you can use your Luminary Empower to shine these up. So after applying on all the nails, I gave that a full cure, and here is the finished design. I absolutely love how they turned out, and with Talia's technique, it was the perfect technique in order to achieve the look I wanted. So thanks so much, Talia. Make sure you check out her channel for that video. And thanks for watching, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe. Click the bell next to it to never miss a video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!